Since the world is moving to LangGraph, I decided to create a plotly agent. In other words, an agent that, given a prompt, it will take a data frame and generate a nice plotly plot for me. Here's how to do it in as little code as possible based on my efforts. Here are the UV commands and the dependencies that I use to create this plotly LangGraph agent notebook. All right, let me quickly go over the code. Here's the imports. Pretty standard stuff here. I've got my LLM. I'm using build.nvidia.com's free. I'm using quincoder, some random sample data. The tool, this is important. I take the output of the agent and then I make sure to give it exactly what went wrong. So I'm returning to the agent what went wrong, if it does go wrong, in fact go wrong, and if it went right. I'm actually checking if I can create a plotly graphing object figure from the code after I execute it, and then it's in the namespace. Here's where it gets a little wacky. If you're used to the LangChain, you're creating a state graph. And actually, when you run this code, you can visualize the graph. This is also part of the Langraph studio. I'll do another video on that. So yeah, a little complicated. I kept having a lot of errors, so I made this very detailed system message. Basically, every time something went wrong, I put in here, don't do that. Now, when I run the agent, I get back the result. I go through, since the state graph returns all the messages here, I grab the last message, or I try the last message in reverse order, run it, get that code, and return the figure from the namespace. You have to put in a thread ID in your config, and then if all goes well, I should have a plotly plot right here in a second. And there we go. Finally. Took a long time. I'm using a large LLM. Cheers and happy coding.